Wrestling Lowdown show. And today we have a jam-packed show. We'll be reviewing Raw, Smackdown, some NXT, and some things in the news of the world of wrestling. And I'm Edwin Lowe. I'm with my brother Richard, and we will be talking all things wrestling, just giving our opinions, our thoughts, and speculations, and just having fun. And also, real quick, I want to plug that we do have a Twitter at Wrestling Lowdown and Facebook page, Wrestling Lowdown. And we'll really appreciate it if you subscribe or give a like or a follow. And Richard, are you here?
Yep, I'm here. And just to be sure, it's Lowdown spelled Lodown.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Because basically, that's our last name, Low.
Yeah.
Lo. Yeah. So let's get into the news with the wrestling news. Definitely, I want to talk about the biggest one that hit the internet pretty quick right after Money in the Bank. Big Cash got released.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have on there? Well, yeah. What some notes you have?
Oh, pretty much, no one knew what happened the first day. And then the second day, I believe it was like just 24 hours later, people were just saying like, yeah, he wasn't really liked backstage because of like him bringing up Trump or something. I don't know how true that is, and I don't know in what capacity. Like, was he annoying about it, or was he badgering people that didn't vote for Trump or something? We don't know. And then he was also obnoxious, I think, in public because he was drunk, as
Yeah.
people were saying. So, yeah, that's not good. And on the bus as well, he was
Yeah.
he got. I mean, that sounds like it wasn't his fault. He got stuck in the bathroom tour bus, and
Yeah.
he thought it was a rib.
Yeah.
People were pranking him, so he broke the door off, and I guess
Yeah.
everyone had to go to the bathroom with no door, so that made people feel uncomfortable. But he's a big guy, so it must have been really small for him, like being claustrophobic, locked in a small bathroom in a tour bus. So yeah, but
Yeah.
I can see how people would get upset about that, but also because a lot of things that went wrong live, going on too long with one promo, and then the one with the little person where he was supposed to just give the big boot. He called him audible and started punching him, and just kind of kept going even though he wasn't supposed to. And I think Vince didn't like that, and yeah, he called the emergency meeting and then just fired him right before Smackdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the reports I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had like a 90-day clause, can't compete
Yeah.
in the USA or North America.
Yeah, that's
No Canada.
common for like most wrestlers that get like fired or leave. They had to wait. They have a clause.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that kind of answers your question from Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Where do we go here from Brian and the Cash, and why
Yeah.
did he lose again? So that
Exactly.
was kind of like the last straw, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, hopefully,
People are
he'll get back on his feet. Yeah.
Yeah, people are already thinking of like an Enzo and Cash reunion on the Indies, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to him.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. You know, sometimes that's the way the chips fall, I guess, especially WWE.
Yeah, especially. But yeah, and the other big news after Money in the Bank too was Sami Zayn is out on an injury until like early 2019.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was 2 torn rotator cuffs.
Mhm.
I think it was before, but I'm not sure how bad it was if they made him wrestle during Money in the Bank. 'Cause
Oh, I heard he was suffering with that for like a couple months.
yeah, that's why the match went the way it did.
Yeah.
It was fast, it was quick. He didn't really do anything, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it worked out in the end, but yeah, hopefully he recovers soon, and I'm sure he'll get a pretty big pop on his return because a lot of fans like him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always the silver lining. The good part about it, injury, they get time off, they get a refresh, maybe repackage.
Exactly. But no, the last piece of news is that Big Van Vader passed
Mm.
away.
Yes.
Yeah, huge news. Oh, I was so upset because for a long time I was following his Twitter. You know, he was saying he had
Oh
like heart
wow.
problems,
Yes.
and he was asking a lot, like, I want to get in the Hall of Fame because you know
Mm.
he's pretty much saying like I'm gonna die soon, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
that's just harsh, you know, just because so many wrestlers, you know, older wrestlers had passed away from many complications, and for him to say that, I felt like, yeah, he's probably doesn't have much time left, and I mean, even though I expected it, I don't know, I didn't like hearing it, and
I know.
I didn't know much about him because I know he didn't have a long time in WWE. It was, I think back then it was WWF, and no, I heard so much about him over the internet. You know, people saying they
Mm.
enjoyed his work in Japan, in the Indies, and especially his run in WCW. Like they booked him like really strong, and so many fans just loved him. And then when he came to WWE, he just they didn't take him seriously. They're just like, oh, he's just some fat guy, you know. Like
Yeah.
how is he supposed to be intimidating? And then they just picked on him and bullied him and stuff backstage, even though like um everyone like other people like respected him, like Bret Hart and I think
Yes.
like Jim Cornette and a lot of people, you know, because they knew what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot, and oh man, that's really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they can have like a son, a son on Twitter kind
I
of announced it.
forget. Yeah, I think so. I know for sure it was one of his kids that posted the news on Twitter. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
he's definitely, yeah, that's really a shame that he didn't get in the Hall of Fame, but he definitely is a legend around, everywhere. So he won't be forgotten for sure. I mean, he did a little bit of table talk on WWE, but still, you know,
hmm
like I said, yeah, I grew up in that era too, but I barely noticed him a little bit. I liked him, he had that kind of that weird looking mask. He did look tough,
yeah,
and
yeah.
his gimmick was real simple. I'm a big guy and I fight. I'm like, oh,
And
cool.
he's really fast, like,
Yeah,
and doing those like moonsaults and stuff. It's like I can't think of anyone else who could do something like that nowadays.
yeah, yeah. Then I love his themes. I think
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
sure if he was the first one who did his own theme. I'm sure Shawn Michaels did too, but yeah, that's his voice saying, it's time, it's creator time. And
yeah,
as a kid, I was like, oh wow,
yeah.
you guys say his own theme. I was like, that's
Yeah,
cool.
he was very memorable. You know,
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
his time was short. Like I remember
Oh
the
yeah.
colors, his gear, like you said, the mask and the theme, and it was just great. I liked everything about him. I just really wondered. You know, that was before the time of the internet, not knowing like what happened to him when he left, and it's like,
Yeah, same here.
you know. But yeah, um, man, it's just hard news. I know it's inevitable, but man,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. And
yeah,
yeah, it's like hard with WWE. I mean, there's not to go on a rant. I mean, there's other people that wanted to be in the Hall of Fame, but time cut it short, or you have that Ultimate Warrior situation. It's hard. The hard thing
yeah,
is just
exactly.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I think from what Jarrett was saying was Vic McMahon make the final call who goes in the Hall of Fame, and I'm sure he
Yeah.
has so many people on his mind, so it's just like
Oh man, yeah,
can't
there's
actually
so many.
blame
Yeah.
the whole company. I don't know. We're not
Exactly.
blaming anybody. It's just like yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wish we wish he would have gotten sooner, but we don't really know the whole circumstance. I wonder, yeah, why.
Exactly.
I mean,
And
he
things
was
could
got
happen to like Macho Man. Like he didn't get in the Hall of Fame till way later, and he died from a heart attack. Like when he was
yeah.
driving, it was so sudden. It was like he was
Oh,
fine.
that was crazy. Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
news that came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But you know what? It got me to know a little bit more about his brother, Lonnie Popple. I didn't know much about him, but after that
Yeah.
happened, yeah, I listened to
Yeah.
a few podcasts. He obviously will get the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and yeah, so it kind of helped me know a little bit more about him. I didn't really know anything. I was like, oh, he had a brother, really? And now I
Yeah.
can wrestling fan too. I really,
Yeah, I know. I didn't know either until then, or a little bit before then, but still, it was like, oh, yeah. But
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much it for all the main news, and then we can get into Raw of June.
Yes. Yeah, we talk about Raw. Yes.
Yeah, I usually just for a quick note, I watch the Hulu version, so anything that's not on there, I might not have seen
Hmm.
it. Usually, I watch a YouTube afterwards. Watch all the videos on YouTube. But
Yeah, yeah, me too.
yeah, but I didn't do it this time, so I'll just say what I've seen, and I guess you can kind of fill in with other stuff.
Yes,
But
definitely.
so Raw kicks off with Kurt Angle coming out, and I think he's like congratulating Alexa Bliss on the championship and just saying, "Oh, this is what you want," or whatever. And then Ronda Rousey pretty much comes out, right?
Yes.
And Alexa's pretty much trying to, I don't know, like agitate her, egg her on, and then
Yeah.
then as expected, Ronda Rousey just starts going crazy.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I expected definitely her to attack Alexa Bliss, but I wasn't expecting the Kurt Angle hit.
Oh yeah,
The referee kicked out, I think he's getting out of control
yeah,
in a good way. Like, wow,
yeah.
they're letting her go.
Yeah, attacking Kurt Angle with the takedown and
Yeah.
hitting him with the briefcase, and then like it was kind of weird because the crowd started booing her a little bit because she was attacking Angle so much, kind of like
Mm,
why are you attacking him in a sense.
yes.
I guess she kind of won them back when all the refs tried to stop her and she started beating them all up. But
Yeah.
no, it was really cool because I just started watching wrestling around I think 2014, and I haven't seen anything like that since like Attitude Era. So it's really
Yeah.
cool to make someone look strong, let alone let a woman look
A woman.
really strong by doing all that. So
Yeah.
it was very surprising. I thought it was just going to be the typical, oh, she's just going to come out, beat up Alexa, and then just
Hmm.
that's it. But she went like all out. Almost reminded me like Stone Cold,
Yes.
just anti-authority, beating up everyone, and then just got suspended for 30 days because of that. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, yeah, that character they're really building her up good,
Hmm.
Also it remind me of well, a little bit Brock Lesnar, but now I'm thinking she is kind of built off of Roddy Piper, because
Yeah,
obviously contributes everything to him, and
yeah,
yeah, and Roddy did that stuff too. He was a
yeah,
anti-authority figure
yeah.
doing what he wanted to. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I was really happy with that segment. I think that was the best
That was the best segment. I mean, it just
segment.
started off so strong. I didn't expect it to be like that, and it just wow, it was great. Then,
Yeah. Oh, did
um,
she got suspended 30
yeah,
days?
yeah, like I said, she got suspended for 30 days because of that, and we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, yeah. You never know what the suspension
Might
means.
come back or
She could be, yeah,
sneaking in the stadium or something. I don't know.
buy a ticket, buy a
Yeah,
ticket. Yeah,
exactly.
sitting in the
We'll
front
see.
row.
Yeah, like John Cena on WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah,
right
that was,
there.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. So the next thing was Seth Rollins cuts a promo pretty much saying like he can take on anyone. Ziggler comes out with McIntyre,
Hmm.
and then he has a match with Ziggler. There was a part of the match I thought was really cool. I don't know if you remember. I guess it happened during the commercial, but
Oh.
Rollins did something. They showed like the replay like 5 or so times, but Rollins tried to do like a vertical suplex to Ziggler, and they like fell out of the ring, almost like like he
Oh.
suplexed him out of the ring. It was weird.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, but it looked really scary. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was a botch because it looked pretty smooth,
Yes.
but yeah, it was. I've never seen that before. I was like, whoa, that's cool. It was very dangerous, but it looked cool because he pretty much suplexed him out of the ring. You know.
Yeah, that was Seth Rollins who did that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Rollins
Yeah.
did that to Ziggler. And then no, the crowd was very invested in the match. They were cheering for Rollins like the whole time. Everyone was just excited, and then all of a sudden, Ziggler he holds the tights on Rollins and he wins the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. 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 No one was expecting that. I don't think at all. That was, Yeah, Ziggler is a weird one. The way he's being booked, or yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
drop the title next week, like he did with the
Oh yeah, like
out of
they when
nowhere.
they thought he was gonna quit or whatever.
Yeah, that was, yeah, yeah. I am
Uh,
intrigued though. It's kind of weird, but you know,
yeah,
hopefully, yeah, he'll maybe he'll feud again. I'm not sure. Did Seth Rollins did he already invoke his rematch clause? I think I.
yeah. I think it might be at Extreme Rules, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as far as I remember, but I know he's gonna get a rematch, so it will be soon. But
Yeah,
yeah, I was very surprised. I didn't think he was gonna win. I was like, "What? No."
yeah, yeah,
I wanted him to have it a little longer, but oh well, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's cool that Ziggler got something because he's been jobbing like forever.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
was like the gatekeeper of
The
NXT.
gatekeeper. Yeah.
It's like, oh. But no, I mean there was like a few other promos that I thought were just okay because like that what was it the Braun Strowman promo where he tries to call out Lesnar and then Kevin Owens comes out and he tries to like extend the olive branch
Oh yeah,
and then he just beats him up pretty much.
yeah, yeah, yeah. At least Kevin Owens, he's consistent. He's trying to
Yeah,
win,
yeah,
him over, and trying to. Yeah, well,
yeah,
yeah, Kevin, he's a sneaky one, so he's definitely got something up his sleeve.
yeah. Then the next segment was like the Bailey and Sasha backstage segment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, pretty much just saying, "Oh yeah, let's just start over again." And then they team up to fight the Riot Squad, and then they fought the Riot Squad and lost. And
yeah.
then
Liv Morgan got the pin.
yeah, well, again holding the tights, and
Oh yeah,
then yeah, so Bailey and Sasha, I think it was throughout the night, but they had like these little promos or skits, or they're like, "Oh, come on, let's just talk. I'm not done with you yet," and then they just start fighting for
they
no
start
reason.
fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like what, like the fourth or fifth time this has happened. It's like, where is this going? Because it seems to go somewhere, and then they go into like another storyline, and then they come
yeah.
back to this. So I think most people are sick of it. So I'm just waiting to see if there's any payoff to all of this. So
Yeah, yeah. Most people are just like it's and a little too late. but
yeah,
yeah, because we were thinking, okay, they're gonna have a match soon. But yeah, that was a while ago. Like,
yeah,
so when they're gonna have the big match?
yeah. So I'm gonna guess Extreme Rules, but we'll see. It seems to go nowhere every time they restart the storyline. But
Yeah. Then did you see the Kurt Angle in the ring cracking me up, being like, damn, this show is getting out of control.
yeah, it's like it's just out of
Poor Kurt
control.
Angle.
I
Yeah,
can't do anything.
he can't control anything right now. He's like, dang.
Yeah, I
Like,
was laughing at that. Yeah. And then like Corbin, like Baron Corbin made him talk to Stephanie on the phone or whatever, and then
yeah, I didn't see that segment, but I heard it. Was she's like a little brief him getting scared by Stephanie or what? Or she's I don't
yeah,
know.
like she was on the phone. You couldn't really hear her talk or anything, but Corbin was just like laughing, making fun of him, like, oh yeah, you gotta talk to her or
Mm.
whatever. Came out, and Kurt Angle came out again. And then what was it? Roman Reigns comes out and demands a rematch with Lesnar.
Oh yeah,
And again, it sounds like it was a storyline that restarted. I think after the Greatest Royal Rumble, because he was like, I should be the real Universal Champion right now.
yes,
So they just kind of kick-started that again, and then Bobby Lashley comes out, and I forgot what he said in the beginning, but yeah, he did kind of botch the beginning of his promo. Said, like
yeah.
Roman's name wrong or something, I forget. But
Something. Yeah, I heard that too.
and then it was just so random with the revival coming in.
Revival. Yeah,
And it's like, oh, the top guys always get everything, so let us we'll challenge you because we'll win. And then it was I thought that match was okay. It
yeah,
was pretty much kind of believable. Where it's like, oh man, why are they not working together? Maybe they might lose, and then all of a sudden they just kind of dominate the second half of the match. And I was very happy to see Lashley do the spear.
yes. Yeah.
I always associated him with that before Roman.
Oh,
So
really? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and I like how he does it because he does like a little flip, when he does a spear.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was glad to see him do that again because you know how WWE is. Sometimes they take away finisher just because someone else is using it or whatever. So I don't know if it's a one-time thing just because Roman was going to do the spear, but I hope Lashley can do it again because I like how he does the spear too.
Yeah. 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 Hopefully. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. Yeah. Yeah. The whole match could just be a one-off. You know.
Yeah.
For a tag match, and they might not mention it again.
Yeah.
They're gonna find another program for Lashley and Roman Reigns, and hopefully the revival. Yeah, get back in the tag
Yeah.
team scene somehow.
Yeah. Like, I really want to see Lashley get up to the top because I think he deserves it. He just, he was pushed too early in WWE and then just went everywhere else to make a name for himself, kind of like EC3, just
Yeah.
helping build the TNA Impact. And then, no, he still looks great. He still wrestles really well. He's very
Oh
strong,
yeah.
still athletic, everything. He has the look and everything. So, yeah, I just hope he gets pushed soon.
Exactly.
But the last match, at least for the Hulu version, is Braun Strowman and Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin.
Yeah. 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 Some people, not Baron has a new look. He's
Mhm.
pretty big. He's almost as big as Braun when they were.
Oh yeah, he's
I mean,
almost.
it was like, oh wow, he's a big guy. Well, we all knew he would, but when you compare
Mhm.
them together, like, okay, yeah, Baron
Yeah.
is pretty big and tall.
Yeah. No, I like him. Like, I think he works better when, I don't know, just from what I've seen of him, he works better when there's like a triple threat or like a fatal four way when there's a lot of people in the ring. It's just, I don't know why.
Yeah,
Like when he does like a one-on-one, it really depends who it is. Like he might not have chemistry with some people. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I was glad to see him again and that he actually got the pin.
you got the pin. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Baron.
I,
Yeah.
I think he needed it just so people would take him seriously.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I since he became the constable or whatever. Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I haven't heard any bad complaint from anyone. Everybody liked his new gimmick
Yeah,
like
it's
a lot.
very surprising. I didn't know what to think of it. I was like, "What is this a joke?" Like
Yeah,
I thought he was, gonna keep wrestling or whatever. So it's not, kind of like what was it, Corporate Kane, but not as
yeah,
bad as
yeah.
that,
That
obviously.
was kind of yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he was, in charge backstage, but also wrestled every now and then.
Mhm.
So yeah.
And
Um.
before we end that, I also like Braun and Finn team up together. 'Cause I love Finn, and then Braun obviously over everyone's go when Braun's got like Finn's my friend. I'm like, oh, they're tag team partners now. He's like, I don't
Yeah.
know, I liked it just for myself. I don't
Oh
know how I'm
yeah.
gonna last or anything, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think it was kind of like a callback to like when they fought each other,
Oh
and
yeah,
more like a competitive thing and out of respect. So yeah, I didn't expect it, but at the same time, I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
makes sense.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it was funny. He was all getting frustrated and dragged Finn over
yeah,
from one side to the other and just tagged himself in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good.
But
But
yeah, that was pretty much the end of Raw.
that's it for all. Yeah,
Yeah,
Baron stand strong at the end.
yeah. We'll see how long that lasts, but it was very interesting. But let me see.
So yeah, we're gonna get to SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm just getting my notes here. So SmackDown, June 19th, 2018. It starts off with the Carmella promo.
Hmm.
And pretty much more of the same. We've heard it all before.
Yeah, and then the big criticism like they Bliss and her they took each other's clip notes or whatever. He's like, okay, oh, I deserve this and I worked so hard, and then they do a heel turn. They say, haha, yeah,
Yeah,
you idiot, blah
exactly.
blah blah.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait a minute, didn't Bliss get that first?
exactly. I think Bliss did that way long time ago. Like, what was it, Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, it worked then, but yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Because it was almost believable. Like she was gonna cry. Like, oh my gosh, I did that for that little girl that believed in me out there.
yeah,
It's like, okay, we can clap to that, and everyone was, they bought it because they were just like, okay, and you could hear the people clapping, cheering for her, and then she's like, nope, just a heel turn, pretty
yeah.
much. So yeah, I didn't. I mean, it was predictable, and I mean, I guess it was nice seeing James Ellsworth again. At first, I thought it was going to be Asuka, and then you can tell, obviously, by the body.
Yeah,
It was James
yeah. So
Ellsworth.
yeah, so I guess they're back side by side. Yeah, yeah. I'm happy. James Ellsworth, the hog, like Brian,
Big
and
hug.
Brian get the hog, the big hog, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He did that like smile again when he took out the mask.
Yeah. Cheesy.
When-
Yeah.
she, and then definitely he got beat up or just got a kick by Oscar.
By Asuka, yeah, she actually came out, and then Carmella super kicks Asuka, and then they just kind of leave, and that was it.
Yeah.
Basically. But then there was a iconic duo promo. They pretty
Mm.
much just make fun of Becky, for losing
Yeah.
Money in the
Yeah.
Bank, and then Becky Lynch pretty much comes out and has a match with Billy Kay.
Billy Kay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people were invested in that match. A lot of people were cheering for Becky, but
Yeah. Yeah. They're good. They're the Australian. They're pretty good. They're not pretty good, but I mean they're good wrestlers. They're good enough to be like. Because before when you see them, they're like, oh, can these fellas really wrestle? But yeah, they
oh
can
yeah,
go. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think Peyton Royce is probably the better one.
Better.
I don't,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
just from what I've seen. I mean, like I said, that's my opinion. Just from what I've seen from NXT, because I don't know how long she's been in NXT, but I liked a lot of her singles matches in there. Like she was doing really impressive stuff. So,
Okay.
and then Billy
Yeah.
Kay's good, but like I said, I think Peyton Royce is better. But no, overall, I thought that match was good. I think Becky wins with Disarmer,
Yes.
which I think comes a little too late, but everyone wants her to win, and then now it's like, oh, she won for nothing.
I know. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Hopefully.
hopefully they push her because she's um I kind of see her as like a Dean Ambrose. Like for a long time, Ambrose was chasing the championship and he would never get it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Yeah. I remember that.
forever. And I was a huge Ambrose fan, and like he was always over. People were cheering for him, and then yeah, it took him forever to get that championship. And I was like, man, finally. But I mean, at
Yeah.
least Becky has a championship. She was the first one, first
She's the
SmackDown
first.
winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
She's the
that's
first
good.
SmackDown. Yeah. At least she got that under her belt.
Yeah, I think she'll get the championship back. I think it'll just take a while because a lot of people are going for it right now. So
Yeah.
like the newer talent and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the next thing was a Jeff Hardy promo. I think kind of making hints to like his troubles in his life and trying to become reborn again. I think, and he's in the dark, and all of a sudden he turns around, he has that crazy face paint and contacts.
And yeah, on the eyelid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it was brother Nero because he didn't say anything about brother Nero.
No. Like I don't like I think I seen that in Impact before. I don't know if he's ever done it in WWE because I didn't watch during the time he had like a huge run with like all the face paint stuff or whatever. But
Right.
that was pretty big in Impact. So it's one of his creations, anyways.
Yes,
So.
I heard about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he has several. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, he has a ton. Like I forget the one that with the umbrella or whatever, Willow, I think it is.
But oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that one too.
Yeah. Then probably the brother Nero will come back when he eventually reunites with Matt.
Yeah, yeah. Woken that. Yeah. Shout out to the 24 WWE 24.
Oh
documentary.
yeah,
Yeah, I watched the
I
whole thing.
like that. That was really good. I knew most of the stuff like that happened in that documentary, but it
Hmm.
was nice hearing them kind of talk about it and explain it. Kind of like that Sting incident. I don't know if you knew about that, where
No, I
he was
didn't. I know
super high,
nothing.
and I was like,
Wow.
wow, like this is awful because Eric Bischoff had to come out. It was all awkward, and you could tell Sting was all pissed off. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think if I remember correctly, Sting wasn't really active in wrestling, so he was, working out, conditioning his body to get ready for this match. And all of a
Oh,
sudden,
wow.
it was like a build up for nothing. And he's like, "Are you kidding me? I worked really hard, and like at least as far as I remember." And then they just made him do the scorpion death drop. Is that called, or is
That
it?
that thing, or yeah, that's Robert. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't know much of Sting because I never watched WCW. But no, like he did his finisher, and then just you could tell he was forcefully holding him down, pinning him, and then
Oh wow.
that
I'm gonna
was
have to
it.
watch that segment just for
Yeah,
that. I know.
you can find it on YouTube. And then people were like, "This is BS," in the crowd. And then Sting actually turns
Wow.
around and he's like, you can hear him. He says, "I know, man, I know." And then he
Whoa.
walks off because he was ready to give the championship to Jeff because he thought he
Oh
deserved it.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then it was
yeah.
just all that like for nothing, and that was a pay per view. That was the main
The
event.
paper. Yeah. I was surprised. Yeah, it was a pay per view, and wow. It reminds me of that Scott Hall documentary when
Oh
Billy
yeah, when
Jack
he went
came
to
out
that
in the
promotion,
airplane.
he just
Yeah.
couldn't even walk. He was like in a wheelchair, and then he was like
Yeah.
so high that they were trying to. You can tell it was bad. The people were trying to sell everything, but he just wouldn't fight back. He barely could even swing a punch, and they just had to oversell. Like,
Overkill, and then yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it reminded me exactly of that. Yeah,
yeah. And the CM Punk thing too. Like I knew about that as well, where he called out CM Punk like at a restaurant where he's like, "Oh yeah, you think you're so great because you're
oh
straight edge."
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually got
I
I
didn't
got
know
mad
that.
at that. I was like, "Dude, CM Punk, it was a gimmick." I mean, I know he truly is
He
straight edge,
truly is. Yeah,
but when he was bragging about it in the show, like, "Oh, I'm better than you guys because I'm straight edge," that was just a gimmick. Like, they were going with it so he can be a heel.
yeah.
Kind of like I'm better than you because I do good things
I
and
don't
you
do.
don't.
Yeah, I don't do
Yeah,
any. Yeah, something to
So
abuse. Yeah,
yeah, but in real life, as far as I know, he's not like that. He doesn't force his belief on down onto others. So I was like, why is he calling him out? Is this some weird like shoot work type of thing, And then apparently, like after watching that documentary, the 24 documentary, he pretty much said like, "Oh yeah, I don't even remember saying that."
oh yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
"Wow, that's surprising," because he just sounded like angry for no reason. Like, dude, you think you're so great, and then all of a sudden he didn't even remember saying that. I was like, "Oh."
yeah. But
But
anyway,
yeah,
yeah, we got a little off
no,
track.
that's fine. No, I just thought it was great to see him kind of evolve from what he was, coming back because it kind of seemed stale. At least Matt Hardy, he went into the broken thing. So Jeff, he was just kind of the same, like Team Extreme, but with nobody. So
Yeah,
it's like, okay, what is he gonna do? So now I'm excited to see what his run will be like.
yeah, yeah. Now he's feuding with Nakamura.
Yeah,
Supposedly, yeah,
yeah. We'll see where that goes. But no, there was a Daniel Bryan promo after that, and
yes,
then I think pretty much the main thing was he kind of dissed the Miz. He said
yeah.
like
That was cool. Yeah,
he's I didn't mention his name or whatever because he's not a world class athlete or whatever.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know. Did you ever watch Talking Smack?
Oh, I watched every episode. I love that show.
Yeah, yeah, me
And
too.
that
Yeah,
one where he just went off, Miz went off, like, oh my gosh.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I watched that over. Yeah,
Yeah, I forget which episode that was, like the third or fourth one, but yeah, that's what got him over.
I
Kind of like
know.
Stone
You,
Cold, like 316. Like that was when he did that. That's why he was Intercontinental Champion for a long time. So it's a long time in the making, but I'm gonna be excited for Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, like what their feud's gonna turn out to be like. So
yeah, yeah. Me too.
yeah. And then after that, it was the Usos promo.
Yes.
They just pretty much, as far as I know, they were just calling out people, and then Sanity from NXT comes out
Yes,
finally. They make
yes.
I believe it's their debut,
Oh,
and
wow, yeah.
yeah, I think so because they were just saying coming soon, and then all of a sudden they made their debut, and then they just attacked them. I believe for no reason, right?
Oh no, I think the Usos started the attack first.
Oh, okay,
Remember
okay,
that? Oh, I don't know. You
yeah,
saw it? Yeah.
yeah, and then like I don't know, it was just kind of weird because the crowd didn't really react because it was just weird, the way
Yeah.
the camera work was. It wasn't like in NXT, and I just heard from some websites that they said, oh, they made like Vince McMahon made it a rule so that the announcers can't say that they're from NXT. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So I wonder what that maybe just for the crowd so they don't get confused or something, or the people watching at home. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. From my perspective, like I was saying, I never really watched NXT that much, but I
Hmm.
heard a lot of. When I hear buzz about people from there, I go back and look. But I didn't hear anything about Sanity. But I did know that Nikki Cross was a part of them, and
Yeah.
they brought up. So when they debuted, I was like, all right, let's see this guy. And then their entrance, I was trying to see who they were, but the smoke or the camera work, and I was like, oh wait, when are you gonna stop so I could see them? So I was like,
Hmm.
I'm like, what's the big hype about these guys? But
Yeah.
yeah, from an outsider, not knowing know who they were, but I knew they had a lot of bugs. But yeah, I don't
Hmm.
know, the camera work, and like you said, Vince, or like, they were that impressive. I mean,
Yeah, and I think what kind of stole their spotlight a little bit is the Bludgeon Brothers because they kind of have the same gimmick. They're like
oh
big,
really? Yeah,
dominating, like you know, team that just kind of has a mystique to them. Like very dark and brooding. And now that the Bludgeon Brothers have kind of taken that, it's like, well, here's another team, and it's just like, no, I don't know how are they going to stand out. So
yes,
that's what I'm interested in seeing.
yes.
And then the next one is Nakamura Shinsuke
Oh yeah.
promo with Renee Young.
Yeah, I love the yeah those two are playing together. It's just
Yeah, and
yeah
then
everything
also like
Nakamura says.
he is saying he lost because the ref didn't count in Japanese.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay,
How his facial expressions and then she asked about Jeff Hardy and he goes who and she's like Jeff
yeah,
Hardy. No need to yell, Renee. I was like that's
yeah,
funny man. He's like he's like dogs her out all the time. I mean I know that
yeah,
he can act and she looks so funny and believable and when
yeah.
they
No, it's
frustrated.
funny. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I like this Shinsuke. I didn't know. I'm sure he had this kind of gimmick in Japan, maybe, but yeah, I didn't know he could be healed like this. I like
Yeah,
it. He's like kind
yeah,
of a smart person and trying to
yeah.
antagonize everybody.
Exactly. I kind of felt like he was going to take a break from like AJ for a little bit so it doesn't get too stale, but I think he'll eventually go back to AJ. At least that's what I think, anyway. So,
Yeah, me too. Yeah, maybe the Hardy feud might last a little longer, and then yeah, and then we can go back to the AJ.
exactly. But, no, and after that is Gallows and Anderson versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the championship, the
Mm,
tag team championship.
yeah,
Um, I didn't really like the match. Well, not to say that it was bad, but it was just the same match like the Money in the Bank pre-show. Like,
yeah,
like I said, it just kind of switched out. Gallows getting beat up, or sorry, Carl Anderson I think got beaten up the whole time during the pre-show, and then they get a little bit of energy back and fighting and whatnot, and then they lose. And
yeah,
that's pretty much what happened. Gallows gets beaten up the whole time, and then Anderson, comes back and starts fighting, and then they lose, and then it's like, I really wanted them to win. I wasn't sure if they were going to because it almost seemed like it, but it's just kind of frustrating because it's like, man, I don't know. I like them
mm,
as
I
as
know.
a tag team, and I think they finally gotten used to that WWE style because when they first came in, I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they,
I really like them, and they're just really funny, and they work well in the ring, and they have a great look, and Anderson looks really toned now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the ab. They're always talking
Yeah,
about
he's
like
really
abs.
fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I hope they get a push
A
soon,
little more push. Yeah. A
because
better
the
spot.
crowd is behind them. They're always doing the Too Sweet chants,
Yes.
and you can tell they're invested in it. And then when they lose, it's just like, oh, again.
I
Uh,
know.
but yeah, I mean the match wasn't bad. I was just like, ended the same way.
Can't
Bludgeon
wait.
Brothers with a power bomb, and then they get the pin, and then they won.
Yeah.
But the last match is the Gauntlet match with Daniel Bryan, The Miz, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and Big E.
That's good. That's a good line when you say that. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
really cool. But it was just kind of weird because Daniel Bryan came out first, and then that was like right after the whole match with the Bludgeon Brothers, and they just stared down for a little bit. And I don't know, it just seemed weird because
Yeah.
his music cut off, and they're just staring at each other for like a minute. Nothing happens, and then his music comes back on, and he just starts walking again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, But yeah, and Daniel Bryan start off the match with Big E,
Yes. Yes.
and I thought it was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen those two wrestle before. I can't think of a time, or I don't know if they ever have, and
Yeah. Me neither. Huh.
I don't think the commentary mentioned it. I'm not sure, but no, it was. I thought it started off a little slow, but after the commercial break, that's when everything started picking up. They were just doing like a bunch of moves to one up each other, and then Big E does that huge spear suicide dive like combo he does
Yeah.
outside the ropes, and that always scares me every time I see him do that.
I know.
But
He's
yeah,
like a big guy.
exactly. And the way he lands, it's just scary. He just lands on his back or whatever at the last moment. But he actually gets eliminated by Daniel Bryan, I think, with a knee to the face.
Need to be up. Yep.
Yeah. And then Samoa Joe is the one that comes out second.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I thought their chemistry was good too, but it was just kind of crazy because he started doing all those chops to Daniel Bryan, and
Oh no.
his chest was getting all messed up again, like the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah. Has Samoa Joe ever done a power slam before?
Uh, I think so. I think I've seen it doing on Finn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back
Yeah.
in the NXT days. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if I've seen him do that on the main roster because it was like,
Oh no. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
so that was kind of cool. Seeing him do that, and then what was it, the senton I think that he did to Daniel
Oh
Bryan?
yeah.
It's like pancaked him.
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool.
I was like, oh my gosh, it looked like it legitimately hurt. It just like he flattened him. It didn't,
Yeah.
because usually they roll off, because I know Kevin Owens, he does it all the time, and he kind of rolls off of it, but it just looked like he just fell and just smashed Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Yeah. Those two seem very evenly matched. They both.
Yeah.
They're both really fast. They're the same height. They both know grappling. So it's like
Yeah.
they both have the most not I don't want to say the same can't move, but you know what I mean. That they're just so like you're like wow, yeah, it's a good match. It's a good matchup. These
Mm-hmm.
two,
Yeah.
these two, and what the people were saying that one where Daniel Bryan almost broke his neck again. People were like,
Yeah.
oh no, that was scary. People were like.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
obviously not. He's okay, but yeah.
Yeah. He's got to be careful. I thought he definitely hurt himself, but man. But no, Daniel Bryan wins that round.
Yeah, with a count out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to win.
Exactly. And then out of nowhere, Harper and Rowan return to attack Bryan with the power bomb, I think.
Yeah.
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 Like, oh, okay. For what? Staring him down, or because they used to be in the Wyatt family?
What?
Together,
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers that. I mean, I really did. I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember Brian in a jumpsuit with the wife.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if they're trying to call back to that
Yeah.
or start something else. But obviously, that was, yeah, we'll see. But
Yeah,
sometimes they just do that, and then you never hear about it again. You're like, all right.
exactly. And then immediately Daniel Bryan got eliminated by The Miz because The Miz just comes in, does his finisher, and then
Yeah.
hits him. That's it. And then Rusev comes out last, and you can tell that Rusev is super over with the crowd. Rusev Day chants,
Oh yeah.
and I think what was it? At the end of the match when Rusev wins with his finisher, the accolade. I think Corey Graves accidentally calls the Miz Daniel Bryan
Oh really?
because he was doing Daniel Bryan's kicks.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny, Corey. That's funny.
yeah. Then after that, AJ Styles comes out and shakes Rusev's hand, and I think Aiden English like jokingly was
You
gonna,
try to, yeah.
yeah, and he just pulls his hand away, and just AJ Styles just like punches him, and that was it. I thought like Rusev was gonna attack AJ Styles, but
Mm-hmm.
no, that was kind of just a stare down. So that'll be very interesting. I thought the Miz was going to win, honestly. I mean,
Oh really? Yeah.
I knew Rusev was super over, but for a long time, no, they haven't been doing anything with him. So I thought, oh, it'll be the Miz. That'd be interesting. But no, I will see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Finally, Rusev, yeah, will get his title shot.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah.
it for SmackDown Live. I thought it was okay. I thought Raw was a lot better for once, probably because of the Ronda Rousey segment alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched that like 5 times. I'm like, oh, let me see this again. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
It's just well put, the whole thing. And obviously, Ronda, everybody's got their eye on her. And yeah, yeah, it did bring back that Stone Cold feel. It's like, okay, man, she's cool.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about
But
that too. That she put Alexa through the table.
oh
I
yeah,
thought that was a nice touch too at the
that was
very
nice.
end of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, just real quick with the 205 Live. Not too much going on there.
Hmm.
There was the last match on there was Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy versus Hideo Itami in a triple threat. But I've been watching 205 since the Cruiserweight Classic,
Yes.
and or rather, I've been watching, the Cruiserweight since the Cruiserweight Classic, and it went on to 205 Live, and it's been one of my favorite shows just because it's consistent, and I don't think the people on there get enough credit just because they're like, I don't know, not booked very strongly or just
Mm.
kind of throw on Raw for no reason. They don't really
Yeah.
no one really takes them seriously, and I think they deserve more credit. And Mustafa Ali, right now, he's doing a lot of good work on that show, and I really would recommend people watching it just because, man, they do some great stuff on that show, and it's not that long. It's usually just like 40 minutes, sometimes 50 minutes, but really entertaining, and I thought it was good in all eras, with the Neville era and the Enzo
Yes.
era, and
You
now
in the end go, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I was very interested in seeing where that would go, and it was going somewhere. But yeah, obviously we know he got let go and all that. But Mustafa Ali, I think he deserves to move up eventually. Just because he's just that good a performer. I see him as like a smaller, like Seth Rollins. That's like
Yeah. Okay.
even
Yeah.
I think the costume and or the
I
gear and
know.
everything.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Seth Rollins, but he's really good. I like his promo work too. Before he didn't really have an identity, or gimmick or anything. Just kind of like, yeah, I'm this guy who used to be a police cop, and then now it's like he fights for others and stuff, kind of like a superhero. So it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely have to keep an eye on him. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's all I want to say about 205 Live, and then I think NXT there wasn't that much going on because the recap episode that usually happens after Takeover.
Oh yeah. It's the first time I watched an NXT show. I was like, let me do
You're
this.
like, what's going on? Just
And I'm like,
backstage stuff and
yeah,
rock
yeah. I'm
music.
like, yeah. I'm like, I've seen it before. I'm like, and then, but did it have what, two matches that I
Yeah, it
like?
was Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair, and I like that match.
Me
That
too.
the delayed vertical suplex where she was bouncing
Yeah,
Dakota Kai off of all the different sides of the ring was pretty cool. Never seen that before.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Yeah, because I saw them in the Mae Young Classic last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like both of them when they're doing that. And Dakota Kai, I have my eye on her. I can, oh, she might be coming up. But yeah, and she's definitely been wrestling for a long time, right? I think
yeah,
she
yeah,
had a long time in the indie scene, and
yeah.
yeah, hopefully she'll. I don't know if she needs to be put up in the main roster yet, but maybe she can more better work in the NXT.
Yeah, I think they just need to put her in some sort of story,
Yes, yeah,
because like
seems
I
kind
see a
of yeah.
lot of potential in her too, but they just haven't done anything with her yet. Just kind of job to people every now and then, but yeah, she's
Yeah,
really over in the Mae Young Classic. So
yeah, and I just heard that they just announced the 2019 Mae Young Classic. So
oh, it's gonna be next year.
yeah, I believe it's in 19, but well, yeah, you can double check. But there was an announcement. I don't know.
Okay,
I saw it on my Twitter feed or something.
okay.
So
Yeah, and then the last match I think on NXT was the War Raiders versus
yeah, the War Raiders.
TM61.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Well, like I said, I don't know any of those two at all, team, but definitely the War Raiders were over. I was like, whoa, the
Yeah,
crowd loved these guys, and I can see
yeah.
why. They're big. They're they Scottish. They get more.
I forget because, like I said, I haven't watched NXT for a month, and I think they came in like maybe after WrestleMania because I haven't seen them a year before that, like unless they took a big break or something. But yeah,
Oh,
they're all of a sudden they're super over, and yeah, it's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, but no, it was a good match, and it was weird because TM61 were the ones that used to be super over, and I believe they turned heel. I'm not sure because, like I said, I haven't watched in a while, but
mm,
yeah, but both teams are good, and
okay, yeah,
I did enjoy that match. It was a lot of back and forth, and you really didn't know who was gonna win, and then the War Raiders won with their finisher. But
yeah, yeah. Kind of had a little Legion of Doom feel
yeah,
a little bit, but
like the
yeah,
look,
you just think they
yeah.
had the looks. That's it. But actually, yeah, yeah, they're big. They're big. They can move pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess that's another tag team that people look out on.
Yeah, I think if they put them on the right show, it should be good, because it's like, well, like I said, with Sanity being put on the same show as Bludgeon Brothers, it's kind of like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's just the right time. Whenever the right time is to bring them up, I think they would do well. So,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, that's
All
pretty much
right.
it for all the news wrestling shows this week for WWE shows, anyways. And we forgot to mention one piece of news. You said
Hmm.
something about Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was that promotion. I can think of. They were actually booked in the Madison Square Garden. I'm not sure for 2019, but there was a booking, and MSG wanted them, and there was a little bit of uh, a pushback by WWE frowning upon it. Like WWE, like only they have MSG. No other promotion in what a century has ever been booked there. So
Yeah,
but then they just came out like a day ago, like I guess read it how you will. MSG had a talk with WWE or vice versa, and then MSG said to ROH, no, you guys can't. You booked there. So
yeah,
yeah, you can read between whatever you want, but I guess it ain't gonna happen. That could be the first time in history, another promotion besides WWE gets booked at MSG. So that was kind of interesting.
dang. Yeah, that is interesting. I'll have to look into that and see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically the main story. Like, no one had been booked there. I mean, we
Yeah,
didn't know why, but obviously, WWE has way more power in what they want to say,
exactly,
and no, you guys
exactly.
can't, or anybody can't. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't
I don't know why.
terrible.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah, I don't. WWE should be more giving, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the promotion or the promoter, so yeah.
exactly. Almost like a monopoly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was the only. Yeah, the other news.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for
Yeah,
all the shows this week and all the news this week, at least up to, Thursday, unless something crazy has happened now. But no, that's
yeah.
all for this show. And thank you for everyone who has tuned in, and
Yes.
we will definitely be doing the same thing every week, or try to do it every week, and see where it goes, and other things too. We'll announce whenever we're going to do other things like streaming, pay-per-views, or
Yes.
other projects that we might think of. So yeah.
Yeah. So you guys definitely leave a comment or yeah, on one of our social medias, like I mentioned, Twitter or Facebook. Any ideas you guys have, or maybe questions for us, or for just in general,
Yeah.
a chat room or something. Yeah,
Yes. Any
that,
suggestions is very welcome. So
yeah, yeah. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the show and our just kind of thoughts and recap of all the wrestling that happened this week. That's pretty much our lowdown.
yeah.
And yeah, like Richard said, hopefully we'll see you next time. And thanks again.
All right.
Bye.
See you, everyone.